teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Chiefs going up against the Cardinals.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball was thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In motion, Hill. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. A gain of 19 in picking up the first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll roll him out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, Pace. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. Now they try the right side here. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They run the counter now on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Off play action. Pace. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Pace. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another well? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Boom, Detroit!
Throwing again. Pace. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. From the gun, Pace. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Raiders have now taken the lead over the Broncos. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down. Pace. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Eric Sommer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st down, Pace. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
All right, here we go. Green. Check 56.
On 1st and 10, Pace. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pace. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. As they run the counter play. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Running back. And the ball is knocked out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Pace. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check one set. Set. Green, 30.
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the play fake. Pace. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! 4 down.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun on third down. Pace. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Set.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. In motion, Hill.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack, number 150 in his great career as he continues to climb the all-time leaderboard. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. No. All right, now, look at 56.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And Frank's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Back to throw. Pace. He's got Adams on the hookup. 18 yards there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a handoff looking right. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now. Gun.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here down to the 22. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Check 26, check 26.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. No, check, Patriot. Left, over.
Now they try the right side here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. Blue, 90.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And Frank's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. J.J. Watt getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Pace. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Play clock winding down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Set. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
First down, Adams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And some room to roam now. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On third down, that's Adams, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. Now back to throw. Buying time to his, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, Hill. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Von Miller in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down. Now let's go. Blue, landing. Hut.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do.